To the best of your knowledge, any investigation conducted?
Just by NCIS and CID.
And what did they report? Did you get their reports?
I got photos of the death scene of Jason's dead body.
Did anything strike you as odd about those photos? Or
Big time.
Tell me. What didn't look right about the photos, Vicky?
It was like he was beaten.
Really?
Yes, and we don't have his dog tags. They're not on him.
You don't have his dog tags?
No, they're not even on him in the death scene.
And there are bruises, visible bruises on the body?
Yes, on the autopsy table, there's bruises.
Where were the bruises on his body?
On the arms, and there's something on his wrists. There's a mark on the neck. His face is...
Is his face red, puffy, swollen?
Yeah.
Bruised? Mm-hmm. Was his nose broken?
His nose don't look right.
It doesn't look right?
No, it's like he was punched in the face and stuff.
Punched in the face. And the bruises on the arms... Pardon me?
And the pressure points on his body. The blood pool's not right for a hanging.
What was the blood pool like? Tell me more about that.
The blood pool, the back of his back looked like wings, and there's scratches on them, and there's letters on his back.
Letters on his back?
Yeah.
You mean as though they were carved in his back?
Like scratched.
Scratched?
Yeah.
Can you make out any of them?
Only one. I can make out one. It looks like an A.
An H?
A. The letter A.
The letter A.
Yeah.
The letter A.
So, yeah, he's got scratches. It's like he was held down.
Yes.
And the mark on his neck has to be from the chain, not what they said happened.
The mark on his neck could be from his dog tags.
Yeah, like the chain.
Yeah. Vicki, we're going to take a break here. Please, we'll return to our conversation about the death of your son, which I'm so sorry to hear. This is Jim Fetzer, your host on The Real Deal, with my special guest, Vicki Van Horn, and we're discussing suspicious non-combat military deaths. We'll be right back. This is Jim Fetzer, your host on The Real Deal, with my special guest today, Vicki Van Horn, who is telling me of her son's experience in the Marine Corps, which led to his reported death by suicide, but which Vicki believes is untrue, and that the Marine Corps does not appear to have been an adequate job of investigation. And Vicki, you were telling me that actually you were sent photographs of the scene of his death, and that features internal of the photographs simply appear to be inconsistent with his having taken his own life. Could you elaborate?
Yes, the photos I have of the death scene.
The photos you have of the death scene?
Is him on the floor. His eyes are closed.
He's on the floor and his eyes are closed.
Yes, he's all swollen.
He's all swollen?
Yeah, his face is all swollen and he's reddish and purple.
His face is all swollen, reddish and purple. You believe there are signs that he may have been beaten?
Yes.
What are some of those signs that strike you as inconsistent with a suicide?
With the bruising on the arms.
He had bruising on his arms?
Yes.
And you say his dog tags were missing?
Yes, the dog tags are not on him at all.
That's very strange, you know. I mean, a Marine would never take off his dog tags. He understands he's got to wear those.
Yes.
Dead or alive?
Yep, you got to have them on at all times.
And you say there are scratches on his back as well?
Yes, in the autopsy photo, when they have him on his stomach, you see his back and you see the scratches on his back.
How many photos did they send you?
I have a lot of them.
Really? Half a dozen or more?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the pressure points, and his fingers are dirty, and
Would that be typical of Jason, that he would have dirty fingers?
No. Oh, no. Jason kept his fingernails clean.
He was fairly meticulous about his appearance?
Yes. Yes.
So if his fingers are dirty, this would have been, you would infer, related to or at the proximate time of his death.
We don't know what time. He was pronounced dead at 9:23 a.m. by the paramedic. He called the hospital, and they pronounced him dead at the scene.
At what time was he supposed to have his interview about separation?
Believe we were told 2 different times. One time we were told at 8 o'clock, and then in the document someone said 9 o'clock. There was 2 different times.
And yet his death occurred after 8 o'clock, and we know that because he was seen alive at 8 o'clock, was he not?
Yes, he was seen alive at 8, yes.
And in addition to the scratches, the hands being dirty, the bruising on the arm, there were marks on his neck.
Yes, there's a zigzag mark on his neck.
A zigzag mark on his neck.
Yes, like it looks like dog tag chain, the chain of his dog tag.
Like it could have been ripped off his neck?
Yeah. The mark on his neck is like, it's not a circle, it's zigzag.
Zigzag, like yank.
It's not excuse me?
Like yanking in more than one direction to get it off him.
Yeah.
Do you think that could have occurred in a fight?
Something went terribly wrong.
What about his back? Did you indicate there was some kind of scratches on his back that looked like they might be letters?
Yes, there's a letter here.
Is it fairly discernible as a letter, or is it something that...
Oh, you can see it. Oh, you definitely can see it. He's got indentations on his arm here, on the by the lungs of his back is like bruised. You can see.
What's it look like to you?
The letters?
Yeah.
They look like an A. The A. I can make out the A.
Yes.
An A. Yes. And there's something around his. They're horrible.
And you say there's also something on the palm of one of his hands?
His arm, his hands, there's like around the wrist area, there's marks.
Yes.
And on his, like self-defense marks.
Yes.
How I take it.
Yes.
Defense mark. You're stopping somebody from hitting you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And was there anything on the palm of his hand?
There's like little, you know how you take little pebbles and you put them in your hand?
Yes.
And it's like little pebbles with little indentations, like pebbles in your
Like
hand.
he could have been thrown down on the ground, maybe, and tried to brace himself when he hit the ground, or get
Yes.
up from the ground.
Yes.
What about the back of his hand?
There's like little red whelps, like little red spots, like whelps.
On the back of his hand. Like he could have been thrown against something, it would sound to me like. Did you suggest also there was some kind of burn mark on his body?
Yes, he was branded.
Where was he branded and how?
On the left hand.
On the left hand.
Above the pinky and your ring finger.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a B, a capital B.
A capital B, and it's on the palm of his hand?
On the top of his hand.
On the top of his hand.
On the top of his hand.
Well, that would be a painful place to have a burn. What do you make of this branding?
It's like he was held down and somebody took something and...
Put it on his hand.
Yeah.
Posed it on his hand. It seems to me what you're describing, Vicky, is all very suspicious and raises a presumption that the man didn't hang himself. I mean, if he hung himself, why would there be all these bruises and abrasions and brands?
And the death scene, it's like it was tampered.
Tell me about that. Why do you think the death scene was tampered?